right, so his wife is suggesting an open marriage, and she'd like to try it this weekend. There's just one problem. He's not cool with it. Is there any way to compromise, Mo?
I'm not even sure that you can help or give me advice.
Well, all right. Then. Well, what else you
What a
like?
way to start.
She must have been a P1. She must be listening lately.
Maybe someone in your audience has been in my situation. My wife recently came to me after 4 years of marriage and said she wasn't happy. She said she loves me more than anything, but she needed me more than I could give her. She was hesitant, but finally told me that she wants to have an open marriage. Apparently, she's been thinking about this for years, and it's something she, quote unquote, needs. She's been afraid to ask me, but a therapist told her it was time she was honest with me about what she needs. Maybe I'm crazy and not a typical man, but I'm not okay with it. And it is not at all what I want as a part of my marriage. I told her I'd think about it, but for me, there is nothing to think about. It's a hard no for me. How do I make her feel that her needs were heard, but still make her okay with an quote-unquote absolute no? I'd also like to know from others who have felt this way my wife has. Is it a marriage ender if your spouse won't agree to this lifestyle? Do I have a choice? Or does refusing mean the end of my marriage?
Well, of course you have a choice. I feel like you always have a choice. And when you got married, I'm curious to know what was included in your vows. If, y'all promised to be each other's one and only, or if there was like, asterisk, might want an open marriage later.
Everlasting fidelity, asterisk. Check at the bottom of the page.
Might want to do an open. No, there is no compromise here for me as far as like, it's one of these all or nothing. Either both people have to want to do it or you don't do it. It's just one of those instances. So when it comes to an open marriage, yes, you have a voice and you can say, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable with you being with somebody else. I'm not comfortable with me being someone. You're the only person I want to be with. No. And then ultimately it's up to the wife. Like if that's a deal breaker, well then that's unfortunately a deal breaker. But yeah, man, of course you have a voice, Davi.
Isn't it like up to you to you want to make that person as happy as possible? So don't knock it till you tried it kind of thing. Is it not worthy of it? It's a compromise. You got to bend a little bit, try it out, and then make that decision that this is not for me. I cannot do this. I only want to be with you. Like, I'm just saying, if that was something that she went to counseling about and then came to me finally, and it took a while, then I'd be like, okay, I want you to be as happy as possible. I know that our vows were one thing, but a relationship is an ever-growing, changing process. Both people, they don't always, it's parallel. It doesn't always come together. So I don't know. It's kind of, you do have a choice, and you can say no, but I think you should talk to her, go to counseling with her about this, put out ground rules if it even gets to that point, because you might convince her she doesn't really want it and she just wanted some more attention from you, or you just to be like understanding of those feelings. I
am down with counseling and going to counseling to understand why all of a sudden she wants to do this in the marriage. I think that's important. But at the end of the day, I'm all about making the other person happy, but not to your detriment. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, if this is something that still makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to do, don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable and that you feel like is going to compromise your marriage.
For me, you do have a choice, right? But like every choice, it has a consequence. And I would already feel a way about the approach if I were in the marriage. And it would be an absolute no for me. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I would wonder if this is what you really want and I tell you no, are you going to feel like you have to sneak and do it now? Mm-hmm. I would always kind of wonder, because if this is really what she wants, yes, you can say no. But is that really going to stop her? If that's really what she genuinely wants, maybe she's going to feel the need to go behind your back now. And I don't know if that's better.
This is where I hope, and it sounds like because the fact that she was even able to come to you with this and talk about this, that you have open communication in your marriage.
Yeah.
Because I feel any couple that does chooses an open marriage or this particular lifestyle, you have to have open communication. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you are destined to fail. So I think if you're willing to communicate everything we've talked about here, seeing an outside, a third party, so you can talk it out, so she can understand okay, I want to do this, but why do I want to do this?
Yeah.
And get to the bottom of it that way, that there can be still success in your marriage.
I think this couple deserves a high five just for having the conversation to begin with.
Yeah.
Her having, bringing this up to him at all and not sneaking around behind his back because she had these things she wanted to do, these vices she wants to delve into. I think it's awesome that she even brought it up to him, and that's just a testament to their relationship and the strength of it. So, be chill.
Yes.
He should do some digging to figure out exactly why and what's going on. That would probably be beneficial for both of them.
It's awesome that she was honest with you, and I think it'll be awesome if you're honest with her.
Yeah.
If you keep that honest line of communication open.
It's
A
an honest
marriage
volley.
where they communicate. Look at that.
It's like tennis, an honest volley.
The Bert Show.